Where's my bongos, man?
Need some bongos. Hey, take the bongos. You gotta have the bongos.
I thought this was in Brazil. This sounds like South Africa.
It's still the jungle,
People
right?
still can't get anything right.
Right. I don't know. It's African, but it's jungle. I don't know.
The first thing they need to get right is Luis Suarez shouldn't be playing soccer anymore. But I guess that gives us something to start off with on episode 44 here on the Matt Ryan Show.
I guess that does give us something to start off with. I'm Matt, of course. This is Ryan, and if you don't know who Luis Suarez is, superstar player for Uruguay who decided to go Mike Tyson and, well, he didn't try to bite the guy's ear off, but he apparently wanted some shoulder beat.
Yeah, he's looking for some Italian sausage out of one guy's shoulders today against in the Uruguay-Italy match, and Luis Suarez has already served 2 bans for this exact same thing.
I believe the second one was 10 games.
The second one was 10. First one was 3. Both was one when he was playing for Liverpool in the FA Premier League, and now he's doing it on an international
The biggest tournament in the
scene,
world.
the biggest tournament in the world. And since when is biting a part of sports? I'm not really sure.
I was watching the ESPN post show and they were
Right.
talking about that. And it was Alexi Lalas and I can't remember his name, but it's the guy that played for Germany. They're just kind of having a discussion, and they even agreed that, I guess before that, the most disrespectful thing a player could do is spit on somebody. They said they'd rather get punched in the face than get smacked.
Yeah.
They said this was worse than that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's uncalled for. Soccer fans across the world can be extremely disrespectful from time to time. You've got Mexican fans yelling one certain slang at the goalie, which I think is actually kind of funny, but it is still disrespectful depending on culture and depending on what your beliefs are, to each his own. But soccer's always been a sport of respect. You see guys hug each other after every game. You see, they trade international flags at the beginning. I can't think of his name. He played for Brazil in the 80s. Always the Yoga Bonita commercials from the 2006-ish World Cup. It's always been a game of respect on the pitch. And when this kind of stuff happens, it's just not acceptable. It's not. There's no place for that in this game.
There's no place.
For any game.
The guys that invented this game, they roll around in their grave right now. That kind of stuff.
Whoever the hell they were 6,000-7,000 years ago. But with that being said, we've got some interesting scenarios to talk about tonight. USA faces off with Germany at high noon on Thursday. At the same time, Portugal and Ghana face off at high noon. And there's going to be a whole lot of scoreboard watching between the USA-Germany match for us fans and the Portugal-Ghana match, because that game could affect how U.S. pans out for the rest of the tournament should the results of the USA-Germany game go one way or the other.
Exactly. And I heard some people complain earlier today. It was like, why are they playing at the same time? I can't watch all the games.
That's exactly why they put them at the same time.
It's to prevent match fixing.
Exactly.
And you could still, I guess, technically do it in a way. But
all right.
If USA and Germany wanted to play kickball and passing skills for 90 minutes, they could, and both move on. But Germany would win the group. So.
And there's already been those talks flying around the internet of collusion. Should they play to a 1-1 draw and save their legs for the knockout stage? It's a given that if either team picks up 1 point in this match, that USA and Germany both advance. USA wins and they advance and win the group. I don't think we've ever won.
I can't remember us winning.
And this
I think the most we've ever gotten may have been in South Africa with 5 points. Oh no.
We advanced.
What did we get in 2002? Did we get 5 points?
I think so.
Okay, so I think that in South Africa might be the most.
5
points. We got 5 because we had tied with England and Slovakia, and then we got the win against Algeria.
Yeah.
But
until we served our revenge to Ghana a week ago.
That we did.
Mwahaha.
In fact, that the Ghana lost back in 2010. That's the U.S.'s only loss in a World Cup in their last 6 games.
Wow.
Yeah, because they went 1-0-2, and then got the loss, and now they're 1-0-1 right now.
Not bad.
They don't have a loss in 5 out of the last 6 games,
That's
so they're being competitive for sure. But
where do we go with this? Do we go scenarios or do we go recap?
I guess we'll go recap first.
Let's go recap.
To it. In the game, Ryan, one of the things that the U.S. definitely improved on was possession.
Oh,
it was a lot
wow.
closer, 48-52. That's a lot closer.
Was it that close? I thought it was 55-45.
It actually, the U.S. ended up getting a lot more towards the end when we were playing keep away in the final minutes. And then shots were 20-15 in favor of Portugal, but the U.S. had 10-9 on goals.
You're right.
Shots for the most part were pretty even. And then the U.S. actually had more corners in that game, 6-4. But I tell you what, the U.S. I didn't really see one real quality corner against Portugal. I thought they kind of struggled with it. Zuzi didn't have the touch that he had against Ghana. And I thought we could have at least gotten one goal out of having 6 corners.
We blew, I want to say, 2 or 3 opportunities on corners, partially off of Zuzi's foot, partially off of Bradley not being at the back post. This is now the second game in a row where he's lined up to take the back post run and no one's home. We could have won this match 4-2 if we had a man on that back post. If you guys tuned in last week, I said that was the one big thing that I noticed against Ghana that we could have capitalized on. And yes, we got out of the game alive with a 2-1 win and got the 3 points to start off the group play. But, you know, this game had so many facets where we could have finished this game off with that last-second heroism of Ronaldo's right foot.
Over to Varela.
Varela, who came in, I want to say, with like the 71st minute as a sub. You know, that heroism would have never even mattered because it should have been 3-4-1, actually 3-4-2 because of Tim Howard's amazing goalkeeping play.
But that's the thing, like Portugal, the U.S. and Portugal easily both could have had 4 goals in this game, I thought.
Yeah.
Like Howard made the unbelievable save before halftime.
Yep.
We could have been down 2-0 at halftime. That's a completely different ballgame.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
But of course, the U.S., it's kind of how both of Portugal's goals came. They always seem to struggle to get out of the start of the game, the first 10 minutes, and in the last 5 minutes game, they make all American fans nervous. Seems like the 75 minutes or so in between, they play pretty good soccer.
Well, you know, against Ghana, we got lucky with that early goal, and our defensive mentality kind of changed. We pulled. It looked like we pulled the diamond a little further back into the defensive play.
It was different from what usually happens,
as
well.
You know, but we jumped out into this one with down 1-0 about 7 minutes in,
something like that. They scored 5 minutes in.
A terrible clearance. Was it Beasler? It was either Beasler or Cameron.
It was
either Beasler or Cameron.
Beasler actually had a pretty good game.
On the clearance that Nani just picked up.
Cameron actually was involved on both goals. He
was Cameron defending Varela on the cross. You know,
but you know, and people ate Michael Bradley alive for that steal. I didn't think it was really all his fault. Like right when he got the ball, it was so. But it's not the fact we had 6 guys back against 2. I mean, we can't stop across there, and you gave Ronaldo way too much room.
Yeah.
But then he also had guys in the middle, other than Cameron, that are just staring Ronaldo down, not looking over the shoulder,
seeing where the ball could go.
There was no excuse for that to happen, but it did. It's almost kind of karma what happened in the first game.
Yeah.
But when you come down to it, the U.S. has 4 points, and it's in solid shape.
Yep. You know, if Bradley keeps that ball 30 more seconds, this game against Germany really and truthfully doesn't matter.
I mean, the ball goes
or second.
The ball goes in the net at 95:02.
Yeah. You know, if he puts it deep into Portugal's territory, they won't get it back across the pitch in time to score. They have 5 minutes of stoppage time, which a lot of people were complaining about. I thought it was rather reasonable. It's just we were all biting our fingers waiting for the match.
I thought it'd be 3 or 4. When I saw 5 again, it was just like, God, it was like, good Lord, not again.
Why again? But, you know, there was a lot of stoppage. One interesting thing about this game is this game had the first ever World Cup cooling break.
Yes, you're right. The 30-minute mark.
You know, they stopped the game because of humidity and because the temperature was maintained at a certain level that was above what is.
I think they said 89.6
degrees Fahrenheit and above. They will stop the game for both teams to have
a 2-minute
water break and continue play. And if you guys watch the game, you know these guys were shot by the 80th minute because of the humidity.
The U.S. seemed like they were hanging in there, but we got the College World Series on now. Portugal was definitely gassed.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, and Ronaldo doesn't look in good form at all, and I think he's having a case of the LeBron James where he feels if anybody's got to take over for this team, it's going to be me. And Ronaldo didn't have any good looks on goal. He really didn't.
I think
he was not a thorn on our side at all.
I think we did an okay job of containing him, except for that last cross. You can't give him that much room. No.
Even then, so.
But it was an amazing play.
That was a beautiful cross. You can't script that any better. It's Ronaldo. Ronaldo did what Ronaldo does.
Yeah.
You know, it was the other half of his game. You know, most of the time you think about the fancy footwork and the nice shots from 25 yards out, but if you can bury shots upper 90 from 25, 30 yards out, you can put a cross on somebody's head from 45 out. It's the same exact principle.
You know who I thought had a good game was Jermaine Jones.
Unsung hero.
Had a very clutch goal. It was an amazing shot. Got the yellow card, playing a little aggressive.
Off the left. It was off the left with the bend on that shot. Man, that was incredible.
But I don't want him to stop playing aggressive, even though he has that yellow card. But
I don't think he will. I think he'll play a little smarter.
Yeah.
But I don't think Jermaine Jones is going to play any less aggressive.
But I love that he plays aggressive.
Oh yeah. You know, if anybody after we finish the Germany match on Thursday and knock on wood, playing our match on Monday, if anybody gets the MVP for the United States out of the group play, for me, it's Jermaine Jones. He has played absolutely lights out.
Even more than Dempsey? He's got 2 goals.
Dempsey was in the right place at the right time for that goal.
That's true.
Jermaine Jones has played on both sides of the ball. Lights out.
You know who's been like another unsung hero is with Beasler, because Beasler had a cross on one of the huge. I think it was the second goal, the first goal against Ghana. I want to say he had the cross.
Yes.
He just kind of hides underneath, just kind of like Fabian Johnson did. They both just do their job, but they don't really get the recognition for it.
And DeMarcus Beasley is
where does he come from?
He's the veteran.
He played well.
He's the veteran. He played a lot of midfield throughout most of his career, and I think Klinsmann has found a good spot for him on that back line on the left side. He's played lights out, and he's conservative with his energy, being that it is his 4th World Cup. So him playing on the defensive back gives him the opportunity to get the rest, but he still makes those runs down the wing to set up those attacks with a cross from right outside the 18 box.
It'll be interesting to see for sure, but U.S. able to salvage a point against Portugal and have put themselves in this current situation. They'll be back in Recife this time, traveling to Timbuktu again.
Yep.
And Jurgen Klinsmann was not quiet about that at all. He has a right to, but I love his approach too. Basically saying, we're not going in there trying to just advance. We want to win the damn group.
Well, yeah, we do, and especially because it's kind of ironic that Klinsmann played against the U.S. in the last World Cup, I think, when Germany and U.S. played, and now he's coaching the U.S. against Germany. I think it was the 1990 World Cup.
Yeah, that was the first time we had made it in like
a long time.
30 years or something like that.
That's right.
And then, of course, Germany went on to win that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we played them in group stage.
It was in group stage, yes. So heading into the Germany match, a few key points. I still have a problem. Bradley played lights out for 70% of the match.
Yeah, I thought he played a lot better in the first match.
But we still have possession problems with one of our guys who's kind of our orchestrator in the midfield. He's a very good setup guy for Dempsey and Johansson if he gets the nod this week because, of course, Altidor's out.
Again, and that was surprising. You didn't see Johansson or Wando start. There was an interesting formation putting Dempsey at striker.
As with the one in the front, right. I think Klinsmann dropped the midfield a little bit back, and it allows the whole midfield to move forward with that 5th man, with Bradley at the top of it and Beckerman, kind of floating between defensive backs and the midfield.
He's been another kind of quiet guy. Beckerman's like he's doing his job.
Exactly. And a lot of guys, in the past have complained about Beckerman. I like the guy. I think he plays a great game.
I think he plays hard.
Yeah, he plays hard. He does.
You
definitely
can't put that down for sure.
America is finally starting to catch up and be a competitive force in international soccer, or as the rest of the world calls it, football. But we still got a lot of work to do to be at the top. But where we're at now is a pretty good spot. We've climbed a lot in the past 3-4 years. We really have, and it all falls on the shoulders of Jurgen Klinsmann and the work that he's done since he's been our coach.
Absolutely. And then, of course, for Germany, you have 2 of their guys coming back.
Boateng.
Supposedly. And
we'll call him Khedira, I guess. Khedira.
One of those German names. Yep. I don't know. And then their guy that got the hat trick, Muller, or
Thomas Müller. Thomas Müller had the hat trick against Ghana.
He's back, but he's not 100%. They say he's all stitched up, but he'll play. But him not being 100% helps us.
It helps us. It does. And we can't sleep on Miroslav Klose. Miroslav Klose scored the Right. The equalizer against Ghana on Saturday.
That was a great corner.
Fantastic, and it was a do or die, because if Ghana wins that match, this match means, if Ghana wins that match and we win against Portugal, Germany could, in theory, have been almost eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah, because the U.S. would have been 3 points up on them. They wouldn't have won the group, but they would have been
playing us to survive in the tournament, as opposed to both of us having the upper hand against the other two in the group play.
Exactly.
Things have unfolded in the group of death, much to the world's surprise, as well as especially America's surprise. I read in a lot of articles on Monday that if you would have told us 3 months ago that we'd be heading into the last match against Germany with 4 points in the group of death and a +1 goal differential, we would have all laughed. There's no way. But here we are with a +1 goal differential and 4 points and a chance to possibly win the group, and an even better chance to at least advance to the knockout stage.
Well, that me getting crazy in my bracket picking, which has not been great along with everybody else.
Truth be told, I haven't even looked at it. Not sure if I
do have the U.S. in the quarterfinals. That was kind of one of my just go with it picks.
Right.
Yeah, if they get a decent draw, if they win the group, they're going to get a great draw.
Well, either way, if we move forward, if we advance, we still have a good matchup with either Belgium, who
you would play Belgium if you finish second, most likely, and if not,
you
Russia
play
or
either
South Korea or Algeria. Who's got 3 points?
We can beat any team that's in the group that we match up with in the knockout round.
They could,
especially with the way we're playing.
They would need their best effort against Belgium, I think, and maybe even Russia. But they're beatable.
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Belgium, as our friend Sean said in our preview show of the Ghana match, that Belgium was his dark horse team. Belgium has struggled to find the back of the net.
They only have, 2 goals?
I think so. In 2 matches.
Wait, hold on. We got the 2 back 3.
Let's see. What do you got? Belgium have 3 goals.
They have 3 goals, scored 2 against Algeria.
And 1 against Russia. And they snuck that one in against Russia late.
Right.
That was a late goal. And, Belgium was picked to be...
They earned the 2 goals against Algeria, because the one thing Algeria does do well is defense.
Yes.
They're tough to break defensively. They don't score much.
They don't.
But they got 3 points, and they had
the chance.
Kind of a chance.
They have the chance.
They play Russia, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they play Russia.
Belgium and Korea.
And then Korea Republic is...
Well, Belgium's already locked up.
Korea Republic is technically still alive.
They are.
If they beat Belgium, they could. But that Algeria-Russia match, I think, will be a play-in to get in, for sure. Because Russia
only has 1 point?
Russia also only has 1.
Korea, what?
So Korea would need a win, and then Algeria and Russia to tie, maybe? But then they may have to beat Algeria by goal difference.
Yeah. So there's a lot of interesting things happening in Group G and Group H. But I still think, Belgium's already got the Group H 1 seed locked with the 6 points. That's locked.
Yes.
That's locked. Yes. So, should Germany and USA play to a draw, or Germany beats USA by a short or a small goal differential of 2-1, we would, in theory, have a very good chance of moving on into the knockout stage to play this Belgian team who, like we've just said, can't find the back of the net. In 2 games, they've got 3 goals against lesser opponents.
Yeah, it's definitely an easier group than we've had, for sure. And they're not playing as well as they did a year ago when they embarrassed us in a friendly, and I believe scored 4 on us.
I think so.
Now we did put 2 in the back of the net as well. But that's a friendly. That's completely different as well. It'll be interesting to see, for sure. A couple of interesting facts going into the game, and this will kind of get back to what Klinsmann said. It'll be interesting to see if the U.S. can break a streak. The World Cup teams that have played in Manas, the next game, they're 0-4.
I think we break the streak. I think the streak becomes 0-4-1.
0-4-1. I think we get a point out of it. And then, of course, Germany's the tallest team in the tournament.
Was it 6'3"?
I think they average a 6'3" height. They got a guy on the front line. I think he's 6'6" or something.
Bastian Schweinsteiger?
Schweinsteiger, yes.
Yeah, he's 6'6". You can play professional basketball practically in almost any country in Europe, just being at 6'6".
I mean, that's just ridiculous.
We don't have anybody with that kind of height to match up to Bastian Schweinsteiger on set pieces.
Our biggest guy is what, Josie?
Yeah,
and Tim Howard. And Tim Howard's only I think 6'2".
And the only advantage Tim Howard really has is he can use his hands.
Right.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Punch Bastian Schweinsteiger in the face.
That's one way of getting it done.
Hell yeah, that's one way of getting it done.
The goalie can kind of do what he wants.
The Germans are going to learn.
The Fourth Reich on his ass.
Yeah, we gonna initiate the Fourth Reich. Ain't gonna be no German Fourth Reich. I'll show you Berlin Wall. So here's the scenarios.
Yeah, John, we got the scenarios right now. Let's go. Let's play the what if game.
The what if.
This is gonna be that scene from basketball where it's, if so and so wins the Northeast Southwestern.
Yeah, right.
Then they travel to the potato sack tiebreaker race and
that's pretty much what's gonna unfold to.
Right.
But the easy way to pick this, the winner of the Germany-USA game is guaranteed to advance.
And they win the group.
And they win the group because they will end up with 7 points. If Germany and USA draw, they both advance.
Germany will win it by goal differential, but they both advance.
But they both advance with 5 points. Germany would have the +4 to our +1 goal differential.
If Ghana and Portugal tie, USA and Germany automatically advance.
Automatically advance because of lack of points scored by the other competing teams. Even if we get destroyed or Germany gets destroyed. Ghana and Portugal draw. They each get 1 point. That means they end up with 2 points in group play. We have 4 right now, so it wouldn't matter what happens with our game.
Exactly. We could lose 10-0. It wouldn't matter.
So the interesting parts are here's what happens. If USA loses, like we just said, Portugal and Ghana come to a draw, we move on. If USA loses and Portugal wins, USA advances unless the goal differential in Portugal's win against Ghana is 5 goals higher than the goal differential in USA's loss to Germany. For example, USA loses 3-0 to Germany. Portugal has to beat Ghana by 3 goals or more to advance. Statistically, that doesn't sound very easy to do. Here's where it gets kind of interesting.
In fact, the numbers I want to say on it for Portugal to advance is 0.01%.
Pretty much something like that. Ghana, if USA loses and Ghana defeats Portugal, same situation kind of plays in. Goal differential.
But this one's a lot closer.
Ghana has to be a +3 goal differential. Ghana has to be 3 goals above what we lose to Germany by.
Because the U.S. has the tiebreaker if they both finish with the same amount of goal difference.
Right.
We figured that one out.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we had to pull up some stuff to figure out some real interesting homework.
Some crazy tiebreaker.
For example, we lose 3-0. Ghana only has to score 1 goal.
Yeah, correct.
And win. They have to beat. All they have to do is beat Portugal by 1, by whatever. Let's flip it. USA wins. We move on. We get the 7 points. We get the 1 seed.
Automatically get the 1 seed.
Germany, in theory, is in question of advancing. Here's how they don't.
It's only one scenario.
No, there's 2.
Oh, there's 2. Oh,
there's 2.
This is the one with 2. That's right.
There's only 2 scenarios.
That's right.
As we said, if Ghana and Portugal draw, USA and Germany automatically advance. The winner of our match determines who advances as 1 and who advances as 2.
Correct.
So if Ghana wins against Portugal and we beat Germany, Ghana has to have a +5 goal differential between the 2 matches. If Portugal wins and USA wins, an asteroid has to hit Brazil for Germany to advance, for Germany to not advance, because the statistical odds of Portugal outscoring Germany in these matches,
was it by 6, 7, something like that?
9.
9.
They have to score 9 goals. They have to move the goal differential by 9 points. Now this is how that can happen. We beat Germany 4-0. Exactly.
We beat Germany 4-0. I'm saying this right now because I know it's not going to happen.
You going to Vegas? You want to put money down?
So sure, yeah, sure. I'll go put. You know what? I'll do that too. And I'll buy 10 random people the drink of their choice at Rendezvous.
You heard it here first.
If we win 4-0.
You heard it here first live on the Matt Ryan Show. If we beat Germany by 4 or 4-0?
I'll even go by 4.
By 4. 10 randoms. The first 10 randoms get a free drink on Mr. Matt at Rendezvous.
Keep it under $20 a drink minimum.
Maximum.
Maximum.
Must be 21.
Must be 21, yeah.
We don't break any laws here.
Right.
We abide by our laws.
This is true.
So Portugal's statistical odds of advancing are less than 1/10. So Portugal can pretty much pack it up.
You can put the college tuition on it.
You can put my college tuition on Portugal not advancing. What really gets interesting is we just need Portugal to beat Ghana by a simple deficit.
Yeah,
because
you're Portugal fans on Thursday.
Then what happens with the USA game isn't so much as imperative because a lot of people are picking USA to lose. Germany's the number 2 team in the world. They're a fantastic team. They're bigger. But they've been proven against the team that we beat that we can score on them. Mm-hmm. Ghana scored 2. Germany had to score a late one by Miroslav Klose to tie it.
And then also one thing that could help the U.S., out of the 3 teams that the U.S. are playing, they all have speed, but Portugal and Ghana, I think, have more
faster
than Germany.
Absolutely. And we beat one, and
we played well.
We played better against Portugal than I've seen us play in a very long time, and we just gave up a heartbreaker at the end, But
we played a lot better than we did against Ghana.
We've proven that we can keep up with the best teams in the world.
Yes.
Portugal being the number 4 team in the world, entering the tournament, and we take them to a 2-2 draw only because of Cristiano Ronaldo's magic right foot. So with that being said, I'll take a 3-1 loss against Germany. Just give me a Portugal W. It's all we need. That's it.
That's what you take. What do you think will happen?
What I honestly think will happen? I've been a blind optimist this entire tournament. I'm actually going to put some glasses on this time.
Okay.
I think we lose.
Okay.
Realistically. Optimistically, I hope we beat the hell out of Germany. I hope we play the game of our lives and win like 3-1.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
But with that being said, Germany's the number 2 team in the world for a reason. Mm-hmm. I think we lose. I think we lose 2-1. I think Ghana wins against Portugal. I don't think Ghana covers the goal differential, and I think USA advances with the 2 seed.
I think the U.S. finds a way to play hard, but I think they come up just short. I'm going with the 2-1 deficit as well, but I do think they'll find a way to move on. I think Portugal actually will come to play. I'm predicting a draw between them. Ghana and Portugal.
Okay.
I think the U.S. will, play hard against Germany. I don't think we're just quite there yet. I mean, but they are capable.
Yep.
They are capable.
I think Portugal thinks they have something to prove before they go home.
I think so as well. And mathematically, they're not out of it, so why not try?
Mathematically, they're not. But, I mean, if you're any kind of betting man, those
realistically, yes. And you know what? You go out there and play hard, and if it looks like it's not happening, then if you want to get some guys some playing time, you go ahead and do that. But
that'd be the only way that'll happen is if Portugal's down 3-0.
Which wouldn't be good.
No, not at all. But, yeah, Ghana has to move the goal differential by 3.
Correct.
Because they got a 2-point goal differential right now with us at +1 and Ghana at -1. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, there's gonna be a lot of dual television watching on Thursday at high noon.
And if Portugal shows up, that Ghana game could get
real high score.
It
could be a 3-3 match.
It could be. Because I don't think either one's defense is that strong.
We've proved that Portugal's not as strong of a team as that the rest of the world thinks they are. And Ghana, we already know, doesn't play defense.
But their speed,
that's what
gets you catch a team that's not fast, but Portugal can match their speed.
Yes, they can.
They can. We'll see what happens for sure, but I think we do enough to advance, though.
I'm really, truly, I'm hoping for a draw. Realistically,
a draw would be good against the German team
because it ensures a W.
Yes, you want to win. Of course, you want to win.
Advancement. A draw gives us the advancement. Then we're not biting our fingernails watching TV by TV if we get the draw. We don't have to worry about the Portugal-Ghana match. If we win, we don't have to worry about the Portugal-Ghana match. And then we're looking at playing Russia or Algeria in the next round, as opposed to a Belgium team who's waiting to explode. These guys are it's going to happen eventually. Belgium's good, and we know
they may do it against
South Korea. We might see that. But
it's going to be interesting, sure.
If you guys want to come hang out with your friends Matt and Ryan, with a few of our other buddies, we're going to do a few cutaways and a few pictures and everything from the Rendezvous on magazine. It's the official hangout of the American Outlaws New Orleans chapter.
And also, if the Americans advance, their game would be before we would normally air our show. So, episode 45 will end up being a special edition.
Uptown.
We'll do it somewhere from Uptown.
It might not be at Rendezvous because it might be a little too nuts. But with that being said, we're gonna have to give you something to talk, give you guys something to think about as we move forward and see who we end up playing.
Absolutely, and then we'll try to get that put together for you during the weekend or something.
Something like that.
Ryan, you want what else we got? World Series going on.
That's about it. You know, Vandy had quite an impressive third inning yesterday.
And then got outplayed for 8 innings after that.
But still won the game. They were down 2-0 going into the third. They put up 9 runs in the third against the Virginia team. They've been one of the better teams in the nation all year. Mm-hmm. And Virginia seemed to claw their way back, putting up 2, I want to say, in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, another one in the eighth.
Just kept chipping away, but it just ran out of innings, I guess.
That's what they ran out of time. But as we watch now, Vanderbilt's up 2-1 in the fourth.
And threatening to get more. They got to run over the second with no outs right now. But if Vanderbilt wins tonight, the SEC gets another coveted World Series crown. They've had an SEC team in the finals 7 years
in a row. And this would be Vanderbilt's first ever men's national championship as a university.
Really?
Think about that.
I thought they had one maybe in bowling or something.
Heard that on the radio on the way here, man. Our best friend on our local radio station that we like to make fun of all the time is talking about it. Yeah.
He doesn't even deserve to be mentioned.
Nope. Just give us your job, dude. Just give us your job.
But with that said, we're pretty much out of time for the night. I kind of hope we got a special episode coming up later this week.
Hopefully.
Which means we'll still watch the World Cup, but we'll be a lot more interested.
I'm going to say, hopefully the next time you guys see us, he'll be in that shirt and I'll be in my white one.
And they won't be filmed from the World Cup studio.
No, it will not. Hopefully we'll be out in the streets of New Orleans enjoying the W. But we'll have to wait and see how that pans out.
We'll know more Thursday for sure. And keep track of the show's Facebook page. We'll be posting photos all day.
Yep. And I got a new camera from my roommate that he's going to allow me to use. I don't know if he knows that he's going to allow me to use it or not. But
does he even watch the show?
Sometimes.
When we talk about Bama?
But Paul, it's not time for that yet. It's time for one thing, Matt.
To believe that we will win?
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Why do you think we did a show? We know each other too well when it comes to sports.
With that being said, since he takes my closer, I can't be Mariano Rivera tonight.
You want me to play Enter Sandman for you to close out?
No. We're going to throw a pity party and eat some ice cream.
Never mind. I'm going to get in trouble if I say what I want.
With that being
said, good night, America.
Jerk.
We, of course, are talking about everybody that lives in Alabama.
Well, yeah.
Except Laurie, Bro, and Jason.